Hello everyone, this is Akora Diesel here. Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 2. Basically for the Sega Master System. So I always want to call it Adventure and such, but I know that's not it. Like, you know, pretty soon we're not gonna get to the Sonic Adventure series for a long while. Pretty much that's only if I ever get to those series in the first place and such. But pretty much like yeah, we are at the finale. Well, we're off to a great start. We are at the finale of Sonic the Hedgehog and everything with the final act and such. I believe it's called Crystal something. I want to say Crystal Lake, but I don't think that's right. But pretty much whatever it is, this is the 7th and final zone of the Sonic the Hedgehog series and such. Or at least I should say Sonic 2 and everything. And pretty much like, yeah, we got all 6 Chaos Emeralds. So pretty much the only thing we just gotta worry about is just finish off the stage as best we can, as fast as we can. And pretty much once we make it to Eggman and try to beat Eggman as best we can to rescue Tails, and we should be good to go and such. Alright. Something tells me... Oh. Okay, well, good news is no spikes as of yet. I had a feeling. Okay, well, if I die here, okay, well, I didn't die, but now I know where the spikes are for next time. But, oh, okay, we're not at the end just yet. How do I get over, I was gonna say, how do I get over there? Alright, well, so much for me getting an extra life, but I'm gonna try to get some extra lives as best I can, or at the very least, try not to lose some of them and everything, and... Alrighty, alright, well, that's Act 1 already done, so let's go ahead and do Act 2. And depending on how the finale goes and such, it might be a pretty short finale, because like I said, I don't have to worry about Chaos Emeralds that much either. And now that we got all 6 Chaos Emeralds, we are going to get to the good ending of the game, and yeah, Crystal Lake, okay, so that's what it's called. But yeah, we are going to get to the good ending of the game, which is pretty nice and everything, so... So yeah, I am actually very proud of myself that I was able to get all the Chaos Emeralds in the first go and such. I wasn't too sure if that was going to be possible or anything, but I mean, like, hey, I'm very proud of myself for at least, like, giving it a chance to, try and get, every single Chaos Emerald as I did. Because, admittedly, like, you know, when I saw, like, what I needed to do for, like, Sky Hill Zone and how to get to, like, that Chaos Emerald, I was actually a little worried if that act might be the only act where, like, I could not get, like, you know, the Chaos Emerald and everything, and I was actually going to get the bad ending no matter what. But thankfully it did not come down to that, and what the hell are you? I hit you? Okay, I guess what I gotta do, right you? Oh, it's one of those, okay. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. So it's gonna be one of those where I gotta need to time it a little bit. Alright, well, let's do it. And actually, I just realized I forgot to save state. So, alright, so pretty much if I die here, then I'll make sure I'll... Alright, well, alright. Well, pretty much if I die here, I'll make sure to save state and such. Or at the very least, like, you know, maybe I'll try to save state when I get to the, Robotnik or Eggman fight, like, you know, whatever you guys want to call him and such. I think he is still called Robotnik in this game. I don't know, like... Well, no, actually, no. I think he is just called Eggman in this version. I don't know, like, which Sonic game was it when they started calling him Robotnik instead. Or pretty much, like, it's just one of those where it's, like, you know, Peach in, like, Super Mario Brothers, where pretty much, like... in the Japanese version, she was always known as Peach, but, like, it wasn't until, like, you know, an American version with, like, you know, 64 that she was finally called Peach. Where pretty much in all the other, games beforehand, she was just known as Princess Toadstool. Okay, looks like we got, oh, another life, we'll take that. Are we done? Not yet. I found some rings, so I'll take those. I don't think I'm gonna get to 100 rings by the end of it. I'll be a little surprised, but Well, maybe I could. Because, yeah, they actually give you a lot of rings in here, so... Yeah, yeah, actually this game is a little generous when it comes to, like, lives, continues, and giving you, like, lots of rings to, like, you know, make it through the game and everything. It's pretty nice. I gotta give him, you know, credit for that. Oh, shoot. Oh. So much for that, but I got invincibility, so we should be good now. Actually, can I get up there? Alright. So I probably can't go there. Oh, we're done. Alrighty, guys. Well, this is it. Boss time. Here we go. Alright, Eggman. Let's see what. Alright, let's see what kind of tricks you have up your sleeve. As always, I'm also gonna do a save state as well too. So here we are. The final act. Let's do this, folks. Okay, I'm guessing that, like, we're cutting straight to the boss already? Oh, shoot. Oh. Okay, well, that could have gone... Okay, okay, well, that definitely could have gone over well. So, okay, like, okay, so my guess is, like, probably like with all the other bosses, I gotta attack, like, either the robot first, or maybe I gotta attack Eggman first. Oh, shoot. Okay, I think I might know what I might need to do. Okay, so far it sounds like alright. So far it looks like I had to attack the robot part first. That's what I gotta do. Alright, folks, well, place your bets. Place your bets. How long do you think it might take until, like, I can actually beat the Eggman? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, well, so far he's actually, okay, well, so far he's getting the best of me. I gotta work on, like, trying to, like, get used to the things he's shooting at me. Okay, so I know, like, yeah, it sounds like in the first phase he does that. Sounds like I can't avoid them forever, so... Alright, well, I gotta do something to them eventually, by the looks. Okay. Well, so far things are not looking too bad. Okay, so that's about 3. Alright, well, so far it doesn't look like they're able to hit me from the pipes so far. I think they're only able, yeah, I think they're only able to hit me if I come out of the pipes. Which makes sense. Yeah, there's the thunder. Pretty much like yeah, I don't know if I might have to put a seizure warning, because, like, yeah, there's a lot of flashing lights going on. I might have to, just to be on the safe side. Oh, there's some light. Alright, well, so far I'm getting a little bit, yeah, I'm getting more of the hang of this now. Okay. So I'm guessing this is all I gotta do then, until, like, pretty much, like, Robotnik is gone and such. Or at least, like, pretty much I wouldn't be surprised, like, there might be a second phase I gotta do with him. So far, no lightning, so... Alright, well, as soon as they move out of the way and everything, then I'll go ahead and attack him, because, yeah, so far, like, he's just doing lightning at me, so... Oh, there he is. Alright, well, it's a good thing I didn't go down yet, then. Ah, I was afraid of that. Alright, well, I was afraid that that was gonna happen one of these days, and lo and behold, it happened. Alright, well, alrighty, well, to be fair, like, you know, there ever comes a point where, like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a save state, and yeah, just, well, not much of a save state, but more so, like, cutting and such, then I don't mind. Up. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I'm not too sure how many continues I have. I want to say I have about at least 2, or I wouldn't be surprised if I have just 1 continue left. I believe that was 4. Okay, my best bet is either gonna take like 6 hits to get rid of Robotnik. And again, I don't know if he has the final form or not. So I guess we'll find out sooner or later. Alright, so that's about 5. Bit. Okay, I was gonna say, where's the lightning? I think that was 6, but nothing yet. No. Okay. So I still gotta press in the arrow I wanted. Yeah, I wanted to go to if I want to get out of a certain pipe. Okay, that was 7. So, still nothing yet. Oop. Okay. I'll try again. I'm surprised Sonic doesn't get dizzy from doing all this. Oh, did I get him? I did! I got him! Alright, now what? Alright, now what? Is there another face? Might be, and again, yeah, okay, I think, yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna put a flashing warning here. Let's see. Hey, it's Tails! Hey, Tails! Now what? I guess we're safe. Yeah, I don't know either, buddy, but hey, you got Tails back, so I'm guessing this is the end, so. Alrighty, well, okay, we did beat Robotnik, but we didn't do anything to him. He just ran away, but he gave Tails back, so. Alrighty, well, that's a good thing here, so. Alright, and I wonder if this might carry on to the Genesis then, where pretty much, like, now that we got Tails back and everything, we'll be able to get Robotnik, and maybe we'll have a different ending once we get to the Genesis version, but. Alright, so that was the Master System of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and first impressions, this is a very fun game overall, like. Pretty much like whatever the team had to do to pretty much capitalize on what made the first game for the Master System a success. They did a really good job on like adding some new features within this game. Platforming was still nice, it was still fun, still short and sweet to the point as well too. So none of the levels or acts ever felt like they were wearing out their welcome and everything. Each of the gimmicks as well too for each of the zones were pretty nice. I like the different little like mechanics each world had to offer with the minecart from the underground zone to the hang gliders and the Sky Hill zone and everything. I still don't get those gliders and such. Like I had a person comment like saying like there is a trick that you could do to make the gliders work and everything. I tried it out and such, and honestly I still don't get them. So I mean, like, if you like the gliders and you think that, like, they're not that broken, then more power to you. I still don't get them all that much, but pretty much, like, yeah, like I said, the game is still fun overall and everything. I definitely like how, pretty much, each of the zones as well, too, or at least, like, each of the acts as well, too. Like, put the gems in, like, or at least the Chaos Emeralds. They put the Chaos Emeralds in like a very like good little hiding spots here and there as well. Some of them like sometimes give you like a little like extra clue, or at least give you that feeling that like Chaos Emerald had to be around there somewhere and such. With pretty much like the Gear Zone being a good example, where like pretty much I knew that like there was a hidden wall somewhere to where Chaos Emerald was gonna be hidden in there sooner or later, and sure enough, once I found it, or at least found that hidden wall, there was that Chaos Emerald and everything, which, yeah, pretty much, like, yeah, stuff like that really does make the game, like, a lot more fun. Definitely adds, like, to the replay value and such. The bosses were actually pretty fun as well, too. Some of them had their own, like, little gimmicks that you had to do and everything, and the robotic fight was okay and such. Like, I wouldn't say it was much of a letdown or anything like that. It was just more that, like, pretty much, like, the boss itself was fine. You just had to, pretty much, like, run around and everything until pretty much, like, he was done firing shit at you, and then, like, pretty much you could go ahead and, like, pretty much, like, fire stuff back at him and such. And, yeah, from what I understand, okay, yeah, so this is pretty much, like, where the ending would have been different, where, like, had I, like, given up and not got that Chaos Emerald from, like, a Sky Hill zone and everything, there would have been a much different ending, which, again, like, a little dark and such, but I believe it's kind of implied that, like, Tails either kind of died or something happened to him, and Sonic just kind of, like, looks off in the distance, like, reminiscent of his best friend and everything, which, again, is a little dark when you think about it and such, but, yeah, so, there we are, we all done with, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm definitely looking forward to, like, coming back to this game, whenever I do a marathon and such, because this is usually one of those games where, like, I can actually see myself coming back to from time to time, and like pretty much like yeah, if I have some time to kill or anything, and I want to like a quick fun little game to like fill the void and everything. And this is definitely one of those games where like I can easily like sit back and enjoy myself playing, like, whenever I get the chance to and such. Let's see, is there anything else? Graphical-wise, like, honestly, I thought the graphics were a lot more better, when compared to, like, a Sonic 1 for the Master System. But pretty much, like, yeah, like I said, the graphics were pretty nice, pretty colorful and everything. Enemies were a lot of colorful as well, too. Sonic, honestly, I thought both Sonic and Tails looked really well in 8-bit, and, like, Robotnik didn't look so bad himself either, and, yeah, pretty much, like, yeah, seeing the graphics as well, too, for some of these levels and everything. Some of them were actually very colorful as well, too, like, the colorful levels, the nice little backgrounds, and the environments that, like, Sonic goes around to and everything. It was very nice to traverse to, with, like, honestly, like, the Scramble Egg Zone, Green Hill Zone, and, honestly, even the Aqua Lake one, like, you know, each of them were actually very pleasant to look at from time to time and everything. And pretty much, like, that's all I gotta say as well, too, for the music. Like, you know, I thought, like, you know, the music was actually very well done as well, too. Like, there wasn't a soundtrack or anything I thought was, like, you know, playing or anything like that. Like, you know, some of them were actually pretty catchy, like, including the boss. Like I said, like, that boss background theme and everything kind of reminds me a lot of Mega Man. Like, it definitely feels like, you know, Mega Man inspired with the way that, like, you know, pretty much just the way, like, you know, the music and the tempo was, like, you know, going faster and faster, or at least, like, you know, just going faster and everything, with the bosses that you were battling and everything. And honestly, that does make sense, considering that, you know, each of the bosses that we're battling are just essentially robots and such. So, yeah, alright, so overall, in terms of first impressions, or first rating of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I had a lot of fun, and honestly, I definitely would recommend this to any, like, you know, either Sonic fans out there, platforming fans and everything. Like, you know, if you just want, like, a good little platforming game where, like, you just sit back, enjoy, pretty much, like, you know, see how well you could do with this game and everything. Like, I definitely recommend it and such. Like, there wasn't really that much to the game that I thought was, like, you know, unfair or didn't age that well. Like, pretty much everything that, like, I experienced for the first time and everything, it was just nothing but a good time and such. So, from my first impression ratings of this game, I think it's fair to give it an 8 out of 10 and such. Like, yeah, like I said, you know, I had a lot of fun with it and everything. Honestly, there probably might have been, like, maybe a level or two or such that maybe could have, well, like, you know, worked out a little bit better and everything. But, overall, like, you know, for what the game had to offer and everything, for what the team, like, you know, was able to accomplish and everything, it was still fun. I had lots of fun, and, yeah, like I said, I can't wait to, like, check out the Genesis version of Sonic 2, because I know that's a fan-favorite game, like, both in, like, you know, the Sonic fandom and even just the Sega fandom in general and everything. So I'm very excited to see, like, what the 16-bit, like, version of Sonic 2 is going to look like and everything. Alright, folks, well, this will do it for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 series. So, coming up next, it's probably not going to be until, like, you know, the following Friday by the time, like, I'm recording this and everything. But pretty much, coming up soon, we're going to do another Humongous Entertainment playthrough. And that's going to be Spy Fox and Drive Zero, which that game I am super looking forward to. Because like I said, I'm a huge fan of Spy Fox and everything. Between Pajama Sam, Spy Fox is another fan favorite of mine in terms of the Humongous series. So I'm definitely looking forward to, like, you know, finally playing his games after so long and such. And then afterwards, after we get done with Spy Fox, as I posted on the community tab and everything, I'm finally going to take a look at the Final Fantasy series as well, starting with the very first one for the NES and everything. Now, at the time of, like, recording this, I still don't know if I might want to either, like, treat the game as, like, you know, a special live stream and such, or if I might want to, like, pretty much just do, like, a recording session on Final Fantasy. So far, I'm leaning more towards the latter, but anything could change and everything, so you guys will definitely know by the time, like, you know, I get done, or at least get close to, like, finishing Spy Fox and everything. And, yeah, pretty much, after that, yeah, the next game is just going to be Final Fantasy for this year's RPG Summer. Which, again, that's another game I'm actually looking forward to giving it a try and everything. Because I know there's one other series that, like, you know, thanks to Final Fantasy, we had another series that would soon be born years later. So, I figured it'd be fair to at least take a look at Final Fantasy first before I get to that other, like, you know, series. Whenever I get around to that one during the, you know, RPG Summer and such. But anyway, guys, this has been Sakura Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this finale of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, don't forget to hit that like button. If you guys want to see, if you guys are excited to see any other future games that are coming to the gaming channel real soon, hit that subscribe button as well. Speaking of games, don't forget, if you guys got any games you want me to try out, you can list them in the comment section or on YouTube or on my Facebook page. And if you guys like movie and TV show reviews, check out my main channel where I mostly do that. Or check out mine and Barney's co-op channel, Review Bros, where we review movie, TV shows, books, and music together. Alrighty guys, well, this has been Sakura Diesel saying thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next Let's Play series, which like I said, first off, it's going to be Spy Fox and Dry Cereal. And then afterwards, it's going to be Final Fantasy for the NES. So, until then, take care everybody, and bye-bye.